everybody, it is me, XFreezerBunny, and welcome back to part 10 of the Sims 3 house building, the Chateau de Chenonceau, in real time. Okay guys, so 10 parts, and it's really funny how we have not even come close to finishing this thing. But anyway, it is a slow crawl to the end, but we're gonna make it, guys, okay? So part 10 is a very important number, because this is the part where I finally decided to kind of make some very important changes. I told you guys that I'm gonna be doing like a different layout and stuff like that in the previous part, and I was very clear that I was gonna try to not stick with how the chateau looks right now in real life. And I decided off camera, while I wasn't recording, I got a little bit of time to think about it. I decided to just pretty much screw the fucking, I'm sorry if I just swore on your guys' ears, but screw the freaking, 100% accuracy that we're going for the chateau. I'm just gonna go ahead and do what I want with the interior, because if I forced myself to do, if I kind of force myself to replicate the chateau, it would be impossible. It wouldn't even be possible to do so. And when we first started this this house building series, I was very specific to you guys that we're not trying to replicate the chateau like 100%, because that is impossible to do in any Sims games. I did try to make it resemble the chateau like as much as possible. Like, I tried my best. Like, I think I deserve some an A for effort for that, but it's just not working for me, you guys. I feel like I can totally do a 360 and make this thing just as good as Chenonceau without making it look 100% exactly the same. I don't know why my game's acting like this, but I think it's probably because yeah, okay, there we go. Let's just go ahead and I actually want to grab like the ceiling texture that we have. Okay, and we are going to work our stuff from here. Okay, so in this part we're still gonna be working on we're still gonna be hopping in and out of Google, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Yes, I still have my Google browser, and I still have the website that you guys linked to me, but what I'm gonna be using this for is to kind of get a feel of the room, not exactly like copy the room to a T with the layout and stuff. I just want to have like a feel of this room, and to pretty much just, yeah, take it from there, I guess. Okay, so we are just gonna go ahead and grab some wooden textures over here. Okay, I think these ones would actually work really well, so let's copy that texture over there. So yep, in this part hopefully we can work on the guard room and the chapel, but those aren't actually going to be called the guard room and the chapel, because this room is kind of gonna be like the main drawing room or something like that, and then this is actually gonna be the music room. Yes, you guys, that's a completely different layout. This is gonna be a sitting, like, living room, office, library. This is gonna be a music room, dining room, and then kitchen. Yes, you guys, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are probably losing your minds. I'm sorry if I kind of led you guys on to think that we were gonna achieve like such, a replicated version of the chateau. Unfortunately, I did have to make a really tough decision to just screw it and just do things the way I kind of like to. Don't worry, it is still going to continue on the spirit of the chateau itself, because we're gonna be like, we are going to make it like have the same spirit, I guess, or like have the same look to it as the chateau. However, like I told you guys, it's not going to be 100% exactly how it is, and this is taking forever. So basically, while we're at it, I'm just gonna go ahead and show you guys what I did with this library study area, which is going to be kind of the model that I'm gonna be working on. So you guys can see that it's kind of has the same vibe as the chateau. It looks very, very Renaissance. It uses the same color as this room of the chateau, like especially for the wall coverings, but the interior furnishings are completely different, and they're, you know, I think they're more practical. And basically the story that I want to tell is that Chenonceau never was abandoned. All throughout his history, it has been unoccupied consecutively. It has been an occupied residence, I guess, consecutively. And having done that, changes to the structure were made all throughout the centuries that it was occupied. And, you know, right now the chateau looks a little bit more livable. It has more furniture that most of us will be familiar with. So yeah, because it has been lived on all throughout these years, that is kind of what I was going for. So hopefully you guys will buy that. But yeah, this room actually has like the bricked like walls, which is really cool. I still wanted to keep it because I do want to have that Renaissance tinge to it, you know. It's not too obviously Renaissance, but definitely the spirit of the Renaissance is going to live in this room. It lives like Frankenstein for some strange reason. I don't know why I just said it like that, but anyway, okay, let's just go ahead and okay, actually no, I'm gonna go ahead and just pretty much copy this color instead, so we can have like a little bit more diversity with our wood textures. There we go. And let's just wait for that to apply. Okay, you know what, that's actually quite nice, and I'm gonna go ahead and accept it like that. Okay, come on game. So yeah, I have been a very busy bee this past week, you guys. My mom is here, which means that pretty much I cannot record anything as much as I wanted to record something for you guys. However, I am working on a speed builds for you guys, which is really exciting. I guess I can tell you guys this much. Okay, it's a community lot, and unlike my other community lot builds that I built on my Versailles world, it is a Sims 3 speeds build for my Versailles world. And unlike the other community lots that I built for this world, this one in particular that I'm building actually has some interior decoration. Yes, it is not a rabbit hole. It actually has an interior, which is super exciting. So okay, I'm gonna go ahead and copy this vertical floor over there, because we're also gonna apply the flooring pattern that we have all throughout onto this room as well. I don't know, I feel like it's a very fancy flooring. So, you know, I am obsessed with that consistency. Being consistent with decorations, I think, is a huge part of chateau architecture, or just like classical architecture in general. You know what, you guys, the thing is, the hardest part about making a decision to not make it look 100% like Chenonceau and even not follow the layout at all, because literally I'm placing the kitchen over here where the kitchen should be like downstairs. But anyway, yeah, the reason why it was such a difficult decision for me is that a lot of you guys have been sending me messages of like how much you appreciated the fact that this looked so much like real life. It literally kind of broke me down. I was like super depressed. I was like, oh no, how are they gonna react when they find out that I'm gonna be, you know, changing it. I that was like kind of the time when I got really nervous. But you know what, you guys, I'm doing this for the best benefit of this project. Hopefully you guys will understand, but I assure you guys that it's gonna be great. I so far I don't think I've ever disappointed anyone. Hopefully I didn't, but I feel like I haven't. So okay, actually, yep, these doors would work really well. I feel like they kind of bring in that modern flair, if you guys get what I mean. Actually, you know what, I believe these ones would be a little bit better. There we go. That door, actually, nope, I hate that because it has like that signage over there. Maybe this one, and nah, it looks like something that would lead to a greenhouse. Okay, let's just go ahead and go for the other door. Oopsie. And by the way, is it just me, or I literally just saw an interview with like Dylan Sprouse? No, actually Cole Sprouse, and it was about the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. I'm not so sure if all of you guys are familiar with the TV show. It is a TV show from Disney Channel, by the way, and I saw an interview by one of the stars of that TV show, Cole Sprouse, who is an adult now. You know, that TV show literally ran for forever, and I don't know. It was just a really interesting interview. In my own personal opinion, seeing like child stars evolve through their years and stuff, I think it's very interesting to see. Okay, so let's just go ahead and copy it like that. Okay, the music room is going to have the ceiling. However, the living room is going to have the ceiling that we have for Diane de Poitier's rooms, actually, which is going to be turned into a living room instead. Or like, actually no, it's going to be turned into a dining room. My bad. Okay, so come on. Okay. For some reason my game's like really slow. I don't understand. I literally just cleared my cache or cache, I don't know how you guys would say it, but I just pretty much backed up a lot of my files inside my laptop, and I pretty much backed it up like on my hard drive, so I don't understand why it's being so freaking difficult right now. Okay, and we are going to go ahead and grab the ceiling textures that we have over here. There we go. Oh my god, and the ceiling is kind of a mess, but you guys don't have to worry. Usually it always happens like this. Like, yeah, that's just kind of the normal way that these things happen. Still a very tricky way of placing ceilings, if I do say so myself. I wish we had easier placements, but you know what? It's something that I learned to deal with anyway. Okay, there we go. And then okay, so a lot of you guys surprisingly enjoyed my little lecture about the history of architecture. So I guess in this part, you know, I did talk a lot about like the changes that we're gonna do for this build, so hopefully none of you guys are gonna have any violent reactions, even though I would totally understand you guys if you guys hated me right now. It will be completely fine. I totally wouldn't blame you or something, but anyway, like I said, what the decisions that I made are for the best of the project. So hopefully you guys understand that, and you guys know that the finished product will be more than deserving of the title of, I guess, of the name Chenonceau. Okay, that was that was kind of intense. Okay, let's go ahead and just copy this like that as well. Couldn't even see it that much anymore. Okay, and in order to like kind of fix these tiles, it's really easy. Just go ahead and just kind of do this without actually clicking. Okay, there we go. See, I told you guys it's quite an easy fix. Okay, so I guess in this part I'll talk just a little bit about kind of like what is the difference between an architect, an interior designer, and an engineer. Okay, I think there is a lot of confusion when it comes to that, and I gladly discuss with you guys just really quickly. Okay, so basically out of all those three people, the highest position is the architect. Yes, well, you know what, yeah, that is actually true, that the architect's decisions are going to be followed by the engineer, and then the interior designer really is an optional choice. You know, if your client has the money, they can choose to have an interior designer. If they don't, then it's completely fine. Nothing too crazy will happen. But of course you'll have a less attractive interior, I guess. But anyway, okay. So right now there's kind of a lot of competition between architects and engineers, because engineers say that architects like don't have a purpose or something like that. It's pretty much like that. Obviously they wouldn't say it like that, but they're kind of implying that a lot of architects right now like don't really have like a legit purpose, and I totally disagree. The major difference between an architect and an engineer is what they do in the project. An architect can design structures, but not just that. We can plan the building, and you know, a lot of people associate the whole design thing with architects, and that's completely fine. That is completely fine. That is a fact. Not many people consider the fact that architects also plan the structure, and that is just as important, because in order to have a functioning building, you have to know like what is needed in order for it to function properly and to be livable. That is like the key word here. People have to live and use the building, and it has to function a specific way. And the people who understand that the most are the architects. So planning is kind of one thing that architects don't really get a lot of credit for. Like understanding floor plans, understanding which room should be placed next to which, understanding which items go on which room. That is the science in itself, you guys. So that alone is already really, really complicated. Not to mention, like, you know, basically how to relate that with the outside, with the site and all that stuff. You know, basically planning, that is an architect's job, okay? So yeah, pretty much that is the function of an architect. You know, the function of an engineer is to execute what is in the plan. And engineers are very, very knowledgeable about structural systems and stuff like that. Their main function is basically to make sure that the building will stand, okay? That is pretty much what they are built for, if you guys got what I mean. That is just a metaphor, by the way, okay? So yeah, basically engineers don't have much education when it comes to planning, even though they do have some, but not that much to make like super comprehensive projects and stuff like that. So you know, so there you go. That is basically like the difference between an architect and an engineer. Very, very different jobs. It's a very different job, you know, constructing a building than planning a building. So, you know, the engineer is the one who constructs the building, make sure that it stands, make sure that it survives the weather and the challenges of time and Mother Nature. Pretty much anything that Mother Nature can throw at it. And then the architect makes sure that the building functions like an organism, like, you know, like a body that has to be constantly in motion, and it has to constantly like provide for the needs of its users. Yeah, that's basically pretty much it. Now the interior designer, like I told you guys, it's not, you know, as, I guess, as integral as like the job of an architect or the engineer, yeah, but it is still very important. I'm playing with these tapestries here, but you guys can see that I am kind of playing around. Actually, I am playing a lot with the whole layout of the thing. But yeah, the interior designer makes sure that you have a nice interior, and that is always a plus. Especially since interior of buildings are the ones that people mostly interact with. You know, you don't really spend a lot of time admiring the outside of your building and stuff like that, but you spend a lot of time being comfortable inside your bedroom and being comfortable in your living room and your couch and stuff like that. And, you know, a lot of that has to do with interior design. And there's actually a lot of psychological aspects to that as well. You know, you can do like color theories, and different types of materials have different effects on people. And that nitty-gritty stuff, like, you know, which color scheme fits best in a child's bedroom. Do you guys know that according to studies, babies cry more often in bedrooms that are painted yellow than bedrooms that are painted like a blue or a gray or like a cool color? That is a fact. And I learned that actually from one of my interior design classes. So I know. So basically that kind of nitty-gritty stuff is the job of the interior designer. So I think all of those jobs are equally as important. So And I'm trying to discuss this with you guys because one of you was actually nice enough to message me that I kind of, I don't want to take credit or something, but I kind of inspired someone to kind of become an architect and stuff like that. I don't know, maybe it was because I talked a lot about architecture or something in my other videos, but I was really flattered. So I just wanted to give you guys kind of a good idea of, you know, how to differentiate between architects, engineers, and interior designers, because those are three different things, and it kind of hurts a little bit when people confuse you as one or the other. But we're open-minded, you know. We know that a lot of people really don't know these things, and it's kind of not their fault. So, you know, we understand. Okay, I'm gonna use this chair. I know I have been using so much freaking custom content. By the way, this is a sofa that came with the Provence set, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I do believe that this came with a Provence set. And actually, you know what? I wish we had a love seat that looked like that, because I want something that's a little bit smaller. I think would be a little bit better. Okay, so pretty much that's it for my discussion on the whole architects, engineers, and interior designers. Because I don't want to have to ramble like I did for my history of architecture thing. Okay, this was the one that I was looking for, by the way. Okay, now this is where we get to the difficult part, because I do not have any freaking idea on what the layout of this room is gonna be. Okay, I'm not gonna like mix and match all the different furnitures yet, because right now I'm just trying to kind of establish where things are gonna go and all that stuff. You know what? I feel like we might have to like just make it face the fireplace, and then put some flanking side chairs on the sides. Okay, pretty much. Ooh, this is nice. I've never seen this one before. Oh, I think this came with Town Life stuff. Okay, I'm pretty sure none of you guys can see what I'm doing because it's really dark. And I'm just gonna go place that there, and then this one over here. Hopefully that helps. Okay. I am just looking for some nice sofas. Actually, these ones would be super awesome. Yes. There we go. I think that works, right? I think that's super cute. I could definitely see like a family bonding in front of this fire on like a cold winter's night. Does it even snow in the Loire Valley? You guys please enlighten me on that, because I don't have a freaking idea whether it does so or not. And you know what? I guess we can go. Actually, no. I'd like something that's a little bit less flashy, or actually maybe something that matches this supernatural chair that we have over here. And I think these ones would probably match or something. I don't know. Maybe not. These came with supernatural. Yes, I think so, actually. But I don't think anything matches with that chair. I don't know. I'm not sure. Let's just check. The Convenience Collection Love Seat. I'm pretty sure something has to match that, right? Yep, it did came with Supernatural, but nothing seems to match. Okay. Too bad. I really wanted something to like match with that. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and use literally don't have any freaking idea. You know what, maybe we can just use some dining chairs instead. Yes, okay. Actually, these ones would be so awesome. You know, I see a lot of wicker furniture in many historic places, and I think wicker was kind of a thing sometime in the past. I just can't pinpoint. I think it was probably the late 19th century. I forget this Viennese like brand that had like a lot of kind of twisty, bendy furniture that kind of looked a lot like wicker. I forgot. Like seriously though, I feel so bad forgetting it. But yes, that brand. You guys know what I'm talking about if you're like a furniture design or something like that, aficionado. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's like, it's a Viennese furniture maker that has like lots of twisty wood. and that's kind of the trademark of their brand and stuff like that. I don't know which one. I don't have a freaking idea, but that's the closest I can get to like an actual description for you guys. Okay, so maybe we can do it like this instead. I think that's a little bit better. And you guys can probably see that I am not too fussy about like the whole unity of this whole thing. Right now I'm just trying to establish, once again, keyword here is to establish like a layout and then work around that, which is something that I forgot because, you know, when I kind of started this house building series, I was really caught up in making it look as realistic, as authentic as possible. And right now you guys can see that I'm literally speeding through this. Yeah, because I kind of feel a little bit more free now. If that makes any sense, I feel like I'm allowing myself to experiment. And you know what? I'm gonna use the supernatural one instead, just because I know that you guys don't have a lot of custom content. So I'm trying to dial it down with all the custom content and stuff like that. So hopefully you guys appreciate the sacrifice. Okay, that is really cool. I really like it. And okay. We might have to think about like the color schemes of this room. Okay, so what is going to be the color? Okay, I really want to go for a red or something, or maybe like a brownish color. Okay, let's go for something like, I don't know, I think a green wouldn't be so bad. You know what, let's go for a red. And I believe these ones also like already come in red colors, which is quite interesting. So let's go ahead and kind of work with what they have. Kind of. That is not a bad color, but you know what, let's just screw that. Actually, I don't think it's that bad. Maybe we can go ahead and apply it on the other sections, like such. I really like the red color. I feel like we're gonna keep it. It's a keeper. There we go, cool beans. And then for the wood framing of this furniture piece, of this love seat, I'm gonna just use this really dark wood that we have on the walls. I think that these would work really well. Okay, and as usual the game is taking forever to load, but yeah. I kind of like the disharmony of all the different furniture. I think it's very quaint. You know, we have some wicker furniture. We also have like some very baroque or very ornate looking furniture. These ones actually look like they are studded, which I hate because that makes it look like it's from Texas or something. That's kind of like a big no-no for me. There's a really fine line between like looking like Texas and looking not so cool, okay? Actually, you know what? I think what I'm gonna do is copy the one on the floor instead, because I would like this to be a little bit more darker than how we have it now. I think this one would be so much better, like that. And then, of course, the wicker chairs are gonna be slightly different as well. Ooh, the wicker chairs, like, kind of reminds me of the Wicker Man for some strange reason. Did you guys ever see that thing? Okay, let's do that. I kind of like the whole rustic look to it. I don't know how to properly describe it, but would you guys like to see me do the dining room though? I think that'd be great. But right now our main agenda is pretty much just the main living room and kind of the music room. I'm pretty sure nothing could fit here other than the piano. But these rooms over here are kind of the rooms that are more towards entertaining. And then these rooms over here are rooms for like work related stuff. Like over here we have the study. Over here can be like a legit office or something like that. I don't know. I think an office would be great actually. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and just copy these textures on the other pieces of furniture as well. Like so. Okay, that actually fit really nicely, and you can literally see the freaking studs. They're stand out. Kind of crazy, but I'll take it, I guess. You know, I don't want to be super freaking bitter about this, even though, whatever, okay. I'm good with it. It looks really cute. Should we even go for the freaking wicker furniture? You know what? Let's actually just, okay, let's keep it like that. Maybe, I don't think we need to go for the wicker. I think these ones would work just as well. Yeah, I think these ones would work just as well. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and type in the move objects on, like so, and pretty much just do that. That is a really cute. These chairs look really nice as like corner chairs, if you guys get what I mean, like on the corner. I think they really do fill in the space beautifully, which is something that I really like about these chairs. And then the next thing that we're gonna do are actually just pretty much okay, so I wonder how long this part is. Okay, 30 minutes. Has it really been that long? Are you freaking kidding me? I feel like these parts are like taking a million years and a day to freaking like finish and stuff. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and type in the move objects sheet really quickly. Move objects off. Like so. And then pretty much grab the rugs. Actually, you guys, one thing that kind of really distresses me is that most of the things that we did in the past couple of parts are have totally been discarded, which is kind of sad because we did spend quite a lot of time on those things. But once again, it's about, you know, what's best for the project. So hopefully you guys will understand. I'm pretty sure you guys will understand. But yeah. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place a nice little coffee table in the middle, and yes, I did delete the light, but don't worry, I'm gonna be placing something over there in just a second. I just want to go ahead and just place a nice little coffee table. Actually, I think, yeah, yeah, I think this one would work better in this room, like so. And then, okay. Actually, you know what? I don't think they even need a coffee table. But I'm gonna place like some cute little lampshades on these side tables. And what I'm actually gonna do is like unite. It's kind of unite the color schemes and stuff off camera. That is a really cute vase. Ooh, yes! Very old looking. I really like these. Once again, custom store content, you guys. I'm gonna look for a better one. That is really nice, actually. I really like that. They literally glow. That is kind of amazingly beautiful. But no, I'm actually, maybe we can use these ones instead. Nope, it's not Dracula's castle. These ones? Because these ones are just really selling me for some strange reason. I don't know. I really like those. I might have to think about that off camera. But for now, we're going to place them as placeholders. But definitely there are going to be... Okay, you know what? I have one lampshade I have in mind that came with Supernatural, if I remember correctly. Where is it though? Where would it be? Maybe these ones would work. Maybe. I'm not sure. I always really like these lampshades because if you guys can see, they're actually like horse sculptures, which is great. You know what? I'm gonna use these ones. I feel like these are a little bit more homey. Did these came with Supernatural or pets? I do believe that these came with Supernatural though, so yeah. Why can't I place it there? Okay, there we go. Awesome. I'm gonna keep them like that for now. By the way, I do have a horse sculpture that my dad actually gave me. He purchased it from abroad or something. Abroad, not abroad. Oh my god. You guys, my dad bought it overseas, okay? And it's not a lampshade though, but it's a really nice horse sculpture, I guess. Okay, for now I'm gonna go and decorate these walls with some tapestries, because that is kind of the trademark. Not really, but yeah, there are a lot of tapestries, you guys, in Chenonceau. And of course we're gonna include as many as we can. Maybe just 4 per side would be great. There we go. See? Still very, very close to how they have it in the actual chateau. And maybe over here we can place in some paintings, family portraits and stuff like that. Or maybe even more tapestries. Yeah? Yeah? I don't know, I'm sounding like that. Oh, there we go. That's quite nice. I don't know. Looks very, very medieval. I actually really don't like it, but we'll see. We shall see. It might have to grow on. Yeah, I really don't like it. Okay. There we go. Okay, and then I guess for the last little bit of construction that or furnishing that we're gonna do in this part, decoration, we're gonna go ahead and furnish the chapel, quote unquote. It's supposed to be a chapel. Whoa. But right now it's the music room, whatever. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to entertainment and grab ourselves a grand piano. I love the grand piano. I don't know, for some reason I think it elevates the house and makes it like a million times more awesome. I don't know. And of course it gets pride of place in the middle. Or actually on the side would be great. There we go. And usually what I do with my grand pianos is just I keep it simple. It's just basically like that. But actually, you know what? Do we even need to have a door or something? I don't even think so. Do we need to? We'll experiment here a little bit. Okay, and we'll see which one looks best. I think I'm gonna keep the door actually, but I just want to see like how this looks instead. That actually does not look so bad. What do you guys think? That is not so bad. And if I can only like throw in some columns on these sides like I can do on The Sims 4 where it would actually attach, because if I do that in The Sims 3 it would glitch out, but I just want to see. Let's go ahead and use these ionic columns, and you guys can see that ionic columns actually have scroll capitals on them. Over here, 1 second, on. And it actually has like some scroll capitals. Now this is just a little bit of trivia. Scroll capitals over here looks like it's unfolding. It's an unfolding scroll like from a Roman or Greek writing and stuff like that. And what's really interesting is that, ooh, that's actually quite nice. I don't know, that is really, really nice. I might have to keep it like that. What do you guys think? I really like it. Very, very Downton Abbey-ish library. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of keep it like that because that is really, really pretty. And then what I'm gonna do is actually grab another end table here. And I want to choose like a really, really thin one. So it doesn't take away from the grand piano, even though this like globe one I think would be amazing. I think this is a piece of art in itself. Wow, that is so beautiful. Okay, let's just do it like that. And we're gonna put in a very, very fancy schmancy. I keep typing the freaking constraint floor elevation. It's kind of lame. Okay, let's go ahead and type in the move objects off. Because as much as possible, I want to use less cheats. Okay. Excuse me, guys. Voice cracks. It's about time. Okay. I only have a couple of choices for lamps. Okay, this one. Nope. This one is quite a contender, even though it's also another custom content. But that is quite beautiful. But I think this one is the most beautiful lamp ever. And this is also a star content. Star content. No, it's another store content. And it is... I don't know, I'm just guessing, but it probably came with like the romantic set or something. I wish it didn't glow as much though, because that just kind of looks a little bit weird. Okay, let's see. I'm just looking for other options, like maybe some smaller lampshades, so it doesn't like take away any attention from the piano. These lampshades I actually really like, but I think, you know what, this one I think is the best one. So we're gonna go for it. We're gonna roll with it. Like that. And maybe we can even throw in like, you know, a couple of sitting areas over here, like a bunch of chairs. So you guys know how much I put so many chairs on my homes and stuff. Okay, actually let's go ahead and type on the move objects sheet once again. Turn it on like so. Grab some, actually, you know what? I believe this would be the perfect time to use these wicker chairs. I think that is the perfect place to put them on these corners. Like so. I'm just gonna change it into a red so you guys can have like a better idea of how it's gonna look like once it's done. Delete that and pretty much just maybe like edge them towards there. Yep, I think that looks really good. And it's finally coming together, you guys. And honestly, I think out of everything we've done with the interior decoration, I think this is the one that I'm kind of happiest with. And yes, I'm very happy. I am immensely happy with what we've done for this little bit of area. Now I'm gonna give you guys a couple of hours. Actually, you know what? Maybe overnight I'm gonna leave this video and give you guys some time to leave some suggestions, because I know that a lot of you guys wouldn't be able to watch this on the first day or so. So I want to hear what you guys have to say. Do you guys want to see me do the library, or like the dining room and this kitchen, or we can just go ahead and just decorate the hallways and maybe even move upstairs? You guys tell me. That is the question of the day, okay guys? But yep, having said that, what I'm actually going to do is just wrap this part up right here, okay guys? This is literally the most satisfied I've been ever since we began decorating the interior. So I'm really happy, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next part. So yep, like I said, that's going to be in this part. As usual, you all have an awesome day. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.